Hi, welcome to Verse of the Day. My name is Brandon Hathaway. I'm the preacher at the Westside Church of Christ in Owensboro, Kentucky. I want to thank you for joining me today as we open up the Bible and study the Word of God. Today we are in 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. 1 Thessalonians chapter 2 and going to look at verse 13. 1 Thessalonians 2 and looking at verse 13. It says, "And we also thank God constantly for this, that when you received the Word of God, which you heard from us, you accepted it not as the word of men, but as what really is, the Word of God, which is at work in you believers." So as you read this verse, again, he gives thanks for the brethren there, but he gives thanks for on how they received the Word of God when they came to preach it. He says, "I thank God that when you received it, when we came and preached, that you received it." And not just as word of men, not to say, all right, I want to go hear so-and-so because he's this famous speaker, because he's this famous person, because he makes everybody feels good. And they go to hear the man, right? They hold on to the words of men. Well, brother so-and-so said, well, preacher so-and-so said, well, elder so-and-so said. It's constantly on the mindset of men, this man, that man, or this man. And they focus on the person. Whereas in, well, the Word of God says. The Word of God says. That's what matters. That we listen to the words of God. Because as men, we can make mistakes. As men, we can lead error. Because as men, we can be wrong. And so, and that's, when we teach, and as long as we're using book, chapter and verse, and we're not taking it completely out of context, that we're not using it to teach something that it's not really teaching, that's what it comes down to, is that it's God that we're teaching. That when people reject the Word of God, they're rejecting God. They're not rejecting me. They may not like me, they may not want to hear me, they don't want to seek me, but it's the Word of God, right? And that's how it should be. Is that when it comes down to the end, that I can have a clear conscience because I know that all I did was speak the words of God, told the truth. And so, are we looking for the words of God, or are we putting our faith in men? Let us make sure it's always in God and that we trust in Him. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope everybody has a blessed day. If the Lord is willing. Talk to you later.